Hello everyone and welcome to a really awesome news update, an episode of Aurogiri. Like this is fantastic news. So I found this news out this morning on an Onigiri Facebook group, and I got a link to the page, and this is phenomenal news. So on the website it says important US PC and US PS4 server maintenance. Now this is not just a routine maintenance where, they reset the server, get rid of all the glitch stalls, and, just fix all the loose ends that are bogging down the server for 2 weeks at a time. This is not to be confused with a general just reset midpoint between an update or the end of an update into a new update. This is an actual upgrade. This is not an update, to be specific. So, as written, I'm going to read it out as it is written on the website, and then we'll elaborate from there and talk about what this means. So, US PC and US PS4 players, greetings from the Onigiri management team. Server maintenance is required to update the operating system, or OS, of the servers for both PC and the PS4 versions of Onigiri. The PC and PS4 maintenances will be performed separately. The server operating system maintenance is expected to take some time. Now, this much time, I'm not sure. They elaborate a little bit here. And given the extensive nature of the update, this is extensive nature, we cannot offer an expected time of completion. However, we will notify players via Twitter, Facebook, and the main webpage as to the status of the maintenance when updates are available. So hey everybody in the chat. That's what I'm hoping for, guys. I'm really hoping that we get this huge upgrade. I don't know how big of an upgrade it's going to be, but let's continue. So maintenance times. US PC is going to it's going to happen first. US PC, this is going to happen to them October 12th or October 13th. October 13th, 3 o'clock Japan Standard Time, or 2300 hours Pacific PDT, Pacific Daylight Time. I don't know what it stands for. Anyway, October 12th and 13th for PC, their maintenance is going to start. So I don't know how long it's going to last. Personally, I think it could last anywhere for a week or for less than, I think it's going to be anywhere from 3 days to a week, in my own opinion. I'm not an operating system technician. I'm not a computer programmer. But I am also hoping that they're going to have all this stuff done first, right? They're going to have all this stuff worked on, and they just got to implement it, they're not just going to start it that day. I'm assuming that they're giving us this much notice for it, is that it's already in the works. It's already developed to at least, let's hope 80% of the way. If they're going to make an announcement for it for just a month away or 3 weeks away, you got to hope that they're ready. So, and then as for the US PS4 server maintenance, so these maintenances are being done separately. That means there's going to be a maintenance 1 week and then a maintenance another. Yes, thank Botch. It is an operating system maintenance. So, for comparison's sake, I guess you could say the PS3 and the PS4 are two different operating systems, as are the PS1, the PS2, and the PS5 shall also be a different operating system. But more commonly, you'll see this on phones with phone games, where as the games update and things get better and there's more quality of life and things flow better and there's less, there's more to process and less to bog it down, game developers mostly on mobile devices will say, hey, this game will no longer be compatible on archaic old iPhones or old Android devices. They say if you want to continue playing in a month's time, please upgrade to, like, I don't know, iPhone 6 or a different operating system or whatever update it needs to run on. They'll say, oh yeah, you need to be up to date if you want to keep playing, because this game's going to upgrade itself and it's going to, you know, stay up to date with today's software. So Onigiri is going to be doing this for the first time in 6-7 years. I don't think there's a wiki you can read specifically about this update, as it is yet to happen in any way, shape, or form, whether it be JP English or anything. This is something brand new. Alive. This is not something we can read about beforehand. So to continue, the PS4 maintenance is going to happen, or it's scheduled to happen on October 20th, but I believe it can be pushed back. Like, let's say, for example, there are complications that occur with the PC maintenance. The PC maintenance may last longer than the 20th. It may go from the 12th and it might end on the 30th of October. You know, it depends, or it could be the 22nd or the 23rd, or it could be the 15th, it could be the 14th. You don't know. We don't know. But US PS4 is scheduled to take place the 20th, or the 20th, 21st, and the PC one is scheduled to take place on the 18th on the 18th. So, the 18th or the October 12th and the 13th for PC, and October 20th/21st for PS4. Now, I'm really, really hoping that's the case, Botch. I'm really, really hoping that that's the case. We all are hoping for that. But let me tell you guys, and I apologize that I'm not reading the comments as much as I normally do, because I have a screen in front of me of showing me what to read about, you know, the topic at hand. But let me tell you guys, my first impression of this news is that this is hope. Okay? A lot of us, we saw what happened to Xbox, we saw what happened to Europe, the EU Onigiri. Like, we see that they're showing so much love to Switch and to Steam, you know, their new children. And we're feeling really, like, insecure about PS4 as a console. But I think our community and, you know, the love we show during Nyankoro Pons and rolling and playing and logging in and all that stuff, it's mattered. Because, you know, if we just fucked off and didn't play it, this wouldn't be happening. It would be a PC-only thing, right? But, like, this is good news. Because no one wants to put in, like, this update right now. This update was funded by everyone who bought Meta KG in the past month. I guarantee it. I'm just kidding. But yes, Darklyn, I love that comment. I'm going to read Darklyn's comment out loud. I love to hear that, Oro. I love to hear that there is hope and that all the players didn't waste years of their lives playing. Yes, that's the fundamental thing. Is that they're not going to... Any business is not going to invest into their product if they were just going to throw it away in 2 months' time or even a year from now. If they had plans to stop PS4 Onigiri within a year or two, they would not do this. I repeat, why would you do that? We saw what happened with Xbox. They floated them along. They gave them a bulk updates. I don't know how much money or they did or didn't make. I don't know if it was a final hurrah. But we saw what happened with Xbox. You know, it came this June, July. They got to a certain point, no updates and stuff, and then they said, that's it. This is not profitable. This isn't working. Whatever the case. I really would love to know the specifics of why Xbox Onigiri was shut down. Yes. I agree, but I would love to hear from Cyberchef's mouth their own reasons for why Xbox was shut down. And they won't say it. Like, let's say, for example, and I'm getting off topic, I apologize, but let's say, for example, the reason Xbox was shut down was because of mass glitching and people glitching the Nyankoro and not spending. So the main point being that people weren't spending because of pre-existing glitches and workarounds and all this stuff, right? So if Cyberstep came out and said that, well, we shut down Xbox because it wasn't profitable, that's not good. Because that wouldn't be good to the player base, because that's going to convince all the free-to-play players that, like, well, fuck, you know, I'm a free-to-play player. I bought a $400 console, but fuck you, you're not getting my money. I've been playing this game for 300 hours, but fuck you. You know, I don't do that shit, man. I buy my groceries, and people have responsibilities, and I completely understand that. And I'm not trying to belittle anyone. I'm just adding a little fun into it. But I understand that everyone's in a different position in life. You're not me, I'm not you, and I can't speak for everyone. But to continue, it would leave a bad message in a lot of people's minds, like, oh shit, they didn't make enough money, they're closing down. That's an obvious thing that happens in any system. And any business, any gacha game. If it doesn't make money, you can't support it, you close it down. That's an inevitability with any business, whether it be entertainment, video games, a burger stand, a lemonade stand, etc. Although sometimes a lack of passion could also be involved. So, saying that, you know, yes, this is a new operating system, so this is hope. Like I said, they're not going to invest into a system they plan to demolish. Onigiri is Cyberstep's best game. It's one of the best games I've played. We all play this game. Some of you say it looks like PS2 graphics. Some of you, like, look at Leviathan. She's not PS2. She's definitely PS4. Because, you know, she's right nice. But other things are right bad. Anyway. But if you compare Onigiri to other games, you compare Onigiri's graphics to Genshin Impact, you're looking at, like, you're comparing not Ocarina of Time. You're comparing, like, Twilight Princess to Breath of the Wild, right? Like, graphics-wise, I don't know how much it's going to affect graphics, in a sense. Personally, I don't really care about the graphics. Like, the game is what it is, and that's fine. Generally, most graphic upgrades you're going to see in Onigiri, which I tried to show at Leviathan, is that the later things get developed, the better technology things become. So, like, Leviathan looks a lot better than, like, Ifrit. Or, like, a lot of old stuff, like older weapons, don't look as good as new weapons. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Genshin Impact looks a lot like Breath of the Wild, yes. But I'm just saying, that game, it looks beautiful. Absolutely. You know, that's a game made in 2020. This is a game made in 2014, 2013. There's a big difference, 7-year gap. Kai, I don't think I've met you before, but hello. You've been meaning to play on PC for a while after I stopped playing Terra. What's your opinion? I applaud you not playing Terra, because I don't like Terra's endgame. Anyway, I understand what you mean by that. You want to play Onigiri on PC? Go for it. By all means. There's going to be an operating system upgrade in less than a month's time. Go for it. Try the game out. Play it. And see how it goes. And then, when the operating system update comes, play it. See if there's a before and after. I would love for you to get a before and after experience. Play it before this operating system change, and play it after. And unless it's a monumental disaster, this operating system bullshit, let's say it's just fucking garbage, it doesn't work, well then that's it. But I would love to have a fresh player play the game now, and then when this operating system upgrade happens in 3 weeks' time, to have a direct impression would be fantastic. I know you guys will get my impression. But to go back to the whole graphics thing, like, I think Onigiri is going to look like Onigiri, just because it'd be pretty impossible to change so many aspects of the game. Yes, I agree, Blah. I love the aesthetics of Onigiri. Like, I don't play on Type A or Type B or whatever the hell. I don't play on... They did that once. They did upgrade all the visuals for all the NPCs and the player models to type A to make them more clean and anime, but to be honest, they just like move the faces around and shit. Personally, Aurelia does not look good in type A. Like, my character does not look good in type A. Like, I look good in type B or whatever I'm in. Like, my character, when I see photograph, people send me screenshots and I'm in them and they're in type A, I look horrendous. I look horrendous. Yeah, like, some of the characters look good type A, type B. I don't think Vanguards change. But I believe it's going to be a massive quality of life upgrade, asking what's going to happen. So if they did do a graphics overhaul, it would be like from a certain point forward. So let's say, for example, if they did do a graphics overhaul, well, thank you, Darkland. I think I look like a child with tits, and that's not too attractive. So this isn't like a content update. This is a world update. This is a system update. This is a interface update. This is a chance for them to fix a slew of errors. But I think it has to be a progressive update. And I mean that in a gradual sense. So let's say, for example, someone mentioned, are they going to just upgrade the looks of weapons? Are they going to upgrade the looks of mounts and vanguards and the players? I think it's going to be something going forward. Because one thing we have to consider is, in Onigiri, we have not received like new actual locations in a long time. Like, we've gone from Onigashima to Kaga to Echigo to, like, the first big upgrade, the updates was they added Kaga, basically, and that'd be fucking interesting. So, like, I think the original base game went from, like, Echigo to Kyoto, or not Echigo, sorry, Onigashima to Kyoto, and then we got a new Onigashima, which was awesome, and then after Kyoto, you got Sekigahara, and then you got Kaga, which were actually really, like, I find Kaga looks so much better than, you know, a lot of the early areas. Then you got Echigo, which was nice. It had music, it had the Sato area, the water, the sounds. Then you got Nakasendo, and then you get Edo, and Edo was a beautiful update. Edo was different environments, everything was new, everything was vibrant and beautiful, and the music and Satan, it was fantastic. And then you get Lucifer, and Lucifer's got music, it's got cinematics, it's got cutscenes and vanguards and all this stuff. And basically you go all the way to the moon. And every update we get just adds little new areas, like tiny little tidbits. But we've never really received an overhaul to the Rift. Like, there's no portal in the Rift that takes you to Rift 2 for like another 20 areas or whatever. Like, that would, to me, if we just got that, that'd be amazing. Oh yeah, the moon is awesome, by all means. But what I'm saying is, like, we haven't received, like, a HUD update or anything like that. Like, if you go to the Rift, in the back of it, there's this huge castle back there. Like, what's going on? Anyway, this operating system thing, this upgrade, I believe it's going to enable them to do things better and faster. And returning to the point of a gradual update, or progressive gradual update, it's going to be like, they're going to upgrade the operating systems. So what that should mean is that the game shouldn't lag. The game should run better. Things should connect. The game should be able to handle like a bunch of different shit going off at the same time. Like, the game should be able to handle like a bunch of oogies at the same time. You shouldn't lag when you use Zunda Saber, when you use Lunge Step, when you use all these other things in conjunction of other things happening. The game shouldn't skip a beat. The game should be able to process things better. Now, the timing for this, I believe as many are thinking, is it dependent on PS5? And I fully hope that they are doing this to embrace Onigiri for the PS5 era, because you know that game is going to sell, that console. The console sold out PlayStation 5. PlayStation 5 will be sold out until 2021. Or if not more. Like, they will not have those in stores. If you see one, it shall be purchased. Everyone's going to have a PlayStation 5. Anyone that wants one is going to have it. People are going, and this is what happened with Onigiri, people are going to spend $600. Now, here's the other thing. A lot of people that want the PS5, like hardcore, they're going to get it. They're going to get it with the disc drive, like I am. They're going to pay that extra money to do it. On the contrast, there's going to be a lot more people, and especially parents, new parents, young parents, that are going to be opting to buy the PlayStation 5 without a disc drive, the digital-only version. And when you have a digital-only version, and I'm in Canada, it's $600 for me. It might be $500 for you in your glorious economy, but in Trudeau's economy, it's $600 for me. Okay, so basically what I'm saying is games are going to cost more. Games are going to cost $100. Like for me in Canada, games cost $80 a pop. A brand new AAA game, $80. Games are going to go up to $100 and like $110 with tax. So in the US, the games will probably go up to $80 a pop. So economically speaking, if everyone just wants to save that money, getting the digital PS4s, which they will probably manufacture, I want to say 70% digital PS4s and 30% disc PS4s, just because they probably want to phase out discs in the future in the names of going green and having a complete monopoly over video games without having to go to stores for a middleman. Video games would love to have that. That's why there's so many digital sales, because you don't go to a store. You don't have to pay a tax. You don't have to do all this stuff. Well, you might have to pay tax depending on your state or province, but when video games go digital, they get 100% of that revenue. Like, yes, it's split between developer and platform, but you skip a whole bunch of middlemen. You're going to skip the truck drivers who deliver, and thank God for truck drivers, but the ones who deliver the games, your Purolator, your FedEx, your post office, you're skipping so many middlemans. Right? I think as an industry, video games are going to definitely want to phase away from discs. They're going to gradually do it. Absolutely. And especially EB Games, GameStop, that monopoly of used garbage, you know, they're just going to exist to sell points cards, and that's it. Because 7-Elevens and corner stores can do that, and that's where I go to buy my games. But I have a credit card now, so it's different. Moving on from that point, yeah, the digital market's going to go up. So people are going to get this console, this PlayStation 5, let's say. They're going to get that PlayStation 5 on Christmas. And if they buy the digital-only version, their parents or guardian, or maybe even themselves, cannot get the console with games. For those that get the digital-only version, if your parents buy you Madden 2021 and FIFA 2021 and I don't know what other games do the kids play today that's not digital, I don't know what's popular, Call of Duty, and they can't put the Call of Duty into the disc, the parents are going to start learning, oh, I can't buy you discs for this, I can't buy you a game, I have to give you a points card with money. Well, now people are going to get more points cards. People are going to look at the store. People are going to browse. Like, that's the thing. If you eliminate the physical component of buying video games, and it's all digital, when you go buy that game, you look at the entire calendar of what that console has to offer. And PlayStation 5 is going to have 95% of everything on PS4, and then it's going to have the entire library of everything that's going to be PS5. And they're going to have that points card. And they're going to see, oh, there's a game here. There's a game here. Oh my god, there's a game here. There's DLC. And then they're going to look at the frees. The people that Christmas morning, they want to play something on there, and they're not just going to use it for fucking Netflix on Christmas morning. They're going to look, oh, anime, titties, onigiri, Genshin Impact, this, that. Like, you know, the free-to-play games, like, for everyone who plays games like Smite and Overwatch and Paladins and all those free-to-play games, like, you must fucking love Christmas. Because on that first week of Christmas and Boxing Day and that month off that all the kids have, there's just level 1 players running everywhere, and you're just like, I'm gonna kill them all. It's gonna be a fun hunting time. Like, that's always been like the Christmas noobs. You see that phenomenon every year because it's gonna be in all the free-to-play games. Exactly. Those are the games that people are going to play on day one. They're going to try out Onigiri. They're going to download everything that's free. They're going to have 2 terabytes of space. And they're going to get everything that's free, and Onigiri might be one of them. Cyrus wants a setup for that. They hopefully do. You know? Like, a digital model really, really, really enables that. Yes, absolutely. You see, the difference right now that you're going to have between Genshin Impact and Onigiri is that Genshin Impact is fresh and new, and it probably won't take that long to beat its vanilla core of the story. I haven't really had a hands-on with it yet, but I'm assuming it's, for a game that just came out, like, it's, you know, I don't know how long the experience is. Let's say you play it for 60 hours, you're max level, you're done, and then you play Onigiri and you learn there's literally thousands of hours of content that you can play and enjoy. If it would be on PS5, yes, it should be a straight jump over to PS4 and 5. They should share. Because if they're doing this operating system upgrade, that means that whatever operating system they're putting on the PlayStation 4 and on the PC, that means it's going to be compatible with PlayStation 5. Whatever they're doing, this big upgrade is to make it look fantastic on PlayStation 5. Exactly. There's no better point. There's no better time. They're partnered with PlayStation. They can talk to them. Like, why would you not want to upgrade? Like, I remember back in the day when they wanted to put installs, they had to fight with PlayStation about it, and now they just said, yeah, whatever. Like, we used to hear all these times, oh, we got to get it approved by Sony. I almost said Satan. Yeah, Satan works for Sony. I see it right now. Satan's sitting there in a business suit going, ha 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 ha, fuck you. Anyway. You literally, yeah, like, you transfer your account over. I imagine you'll be able to play your PS4 and your PS5 nigh simultaneously. Like, you wouldn't be able, like, it'd be really cool if you could just play, like, I mean, you wouldn't be able to log in as yourself twice, I don't imagine. But at the same time, I could boot up my Vita and my PS4 and it's the exact same account. I can boot up my PS3 and my PS4 and it's the exact same account. So, hey Christopherson. So this update, as he's asking, is supposed to go down for us. This update is supposed to go down October 20th. Now, they don't mention it, but there is a chance it could be postponed if... Yes. It could be postponed if the PC version takes longer. So they say 20th. It might take longer. It might happen earlier. Now, the key note between these dates is that on PC it says from the 12/13th, and on PS4 they're being done independently and differently. Well, one after the other, so they're not trying to do 2 things at once. They're doing it right the first time, learning from their mistakes on PC and implementing it on PS4. Because the thing about doing it on PC is that they have full control on PC. They're 100% in control of what happens. But when they submit this stuff to PS4, they have to submit it. It has to be perfect. They can't play around with it. So they're going to do the PC version first. But basically the key difference is there is 8 days between October 12th and October 20th. Now the reason why there's 8 is because... That's an interesting point, Botch. But the reason they would do it in such a fashion is so that they would leave... You'd have 7 days to work on the update, and then an 8th day for rest, or maybe 5 days and 3 days of rest. But basically, you want to have 1 day in transition between doing one project and the other. So then... Like, I think that's fantastic. You have 7-day period, and then a break, and then you do the next one. And it'll be a lot easier. 5th? Yeah, it would be an anniversary, yeah, too. To be honest, this is a perfect update to remain at. You know? So I got asked the question... Why play Oni when Genshin Impact is out? Because I like Oni. I think that's everyone's answer here. Like, why play this game a year ago? Why play this game 2 years ago? Why play this game 3 years ago? Why play this game 4 years ago? Why play the game when it came out? If the answer is different, maybe you're a slave to gambling. Maybe you spent too much and you feel you're addicted to it. Or maybe it's just fun and you enjoy it and that's what you do. If the answer is different, think about it. The game's fun, the game's fun. Yeah, we could see a big operating system celebration event as well. So what does that mean for the next update? Very good questions, everyone. I know that PC just received an update yesterday, I believe. Yesterday or today. People quit in Kyoto because they don't know to raise their friendship level to 4 to talk to Yoshitsune and they get stuck. I had a guy join my stream last night and he literally said, hey, like, what do I do? And I told him you just gotta do that, and he did it and it worked and he was having a great time. So, there's so many comments. I really appreciate it. I'm just trying to keep up. Yes, PC just got an update the other day, and it was again another Redux. They received the Halloween update 2. Like, they received the update of Halloween. Closing my eyes, I'm trying to think. It's with Lancelot, Katsui, Hideyoshi, Tristan, and Gawain. Like, they got that update again, which I believe it also has Autumn Lancelot, but I'm not too sure. But Autumn Lancelot did get a 150. So, I mean, 2,000 players to start, that's pretty good. That's right, we're all the strongest players in the game. And you guys know as well as I do how many new players spawn into Onigashima every day. Like, if you go to Onigashima Channel 1 and you go up that hill where all the scam stalls are, you can see hundreds of new players every day. Maybe not hundreds, but at least a good 20, 25, 50 people. And if any of those people are half worth their salt, that's another Bone. That's another me. That's another good guy who's coming out there and asking questions and learning and joining the community. You know, every player has the potential to be the best. Absolutely. Sure, they might have missed out on some Vanguard stuff and some events and whatnot, but by the nature of power creep, you could do anything. Like, you could have not played this game for 5 years, got into this game like this year, gotten yourself KG and an assist partner and like Leviathan or Makami, and you're good to go. Like, you could have not played this game for 6 years, come back, just dropped money for KG, and you're good to go. Like, that's the nature of these games, so that anyone can play it at any time. Sure, there's some things you don't want to miss out on, but that's only going to come to an educated eye. Yeah, tons of level 4s. Yeah, exactly. I don't make new characters. I just explained Blaze 23. I did? I don't know what he does, but alright. But yeah, like I meet so many new people, like Hanny. He's been in the chat like all week, all month, and that guy's just been he's been farming. I'm like, "You're farming in 2020?" He's like, "Yeah. I've been farming 8 hours for this watermelon." I said, "Here, take these attack stars. You're better off. Get out of the farms. Go do stuff." You know? Yeah. Yeah. Friends, sadly, friends come and go, but the best part is that friends come. Yeah, we should get a celebration, a new gacha. Something like that, a new gala. Okay, so let's continue. I know we're having a really good conversation right here. But, okay, let's go on to what this operating system really means. I touched on it a bit. I really do wish to. I wish the devs were a lot more open. Like, change 2 attack Tempest for 1 Kotanoa Redux. Oof. Redux mags are good. But yeah, I really... I'm over 130 and I'm not a dick to everyone. But I mean, if someone goes around with that perspective, yeah, you're not going to attract flies with vinegar. But, you know, you don't have to have 1,000 friends to have a good time. You don't have to have any friends to have a good time. But it always makes it just a bit better. So let's talk about what this operating system change really means. We touched on it a bit, but let's go into speculation mode. Okay? So number 1, the game should load better. The game should have quick loading times. Like the game should just load super quick. A lot of glitches should disappear, like exploits and stuff. Like you shouldn't be able to roll through walls. We shouldn't be able to roll through oh, I see, Dark One, I see. Like, we shouldn't be able to just roll through the environment. We shouldn't be able to clip through things. We shouldn't be able to, you know, go through the walls in Kaga. Do stuff like that. Like, the game should be more solid. There shouldn't be that many exploits. The game should be able to process where you are at all times. Yes. Yes, for sure. I know. It's part of our culture, right? Like, it literally is. A lot of the glitches make the game good. Like, if the game ran perfect, it'd be boring. I always said that. Like, when you're playing with your buddies or in a party and someone doesn't get, like, lag kicked by Lucifer, and it's like, it's not fun. Like, if you perfect block everything, it's like, oh my god, I'm watching a fighting game. So, yeah, falling through the world, all that fun stuff. But that stuff should probably go away. Venus's arrows not disappearing should probably go away. Vanguard swap and mount swap should be instantaneous. If the Bazaar bug is gone, we're doomed? Not necessarily, friend, because if Portal Glitch might be fixed too, yeah, less DCs, but if we can run on the PS5 and on the PS4, you know, you're gonna have 2 consoles. Yeah, man. You're gonna be able to, like, put down a stall and go on your other account, on your other console, walk up to it and say, hey, that's a nice min price you got there. And you could just do a lot of self-trading for sure. Because, you know, most people might come around and, hey, Chilango. A lot of people, you know, if that becomes a reality, most players are going to have a PC, have a PS4 and a PS5 to play on. So yeah, so basically just case in point, there's going to be faster login screens. There's going to, like, this is what there should be, okay? There should be faster login screens. There should be faster processing of Ryu. Ryu should not, like, you shouldn't kill an enemy and miss your Ryu because you're moving really fucking fast. You know? like there should be like instantaneous Vanguard switch, instantaneous mount switch, weapon swap. Like things should just run, they should just process. Like this would be seamless. This swapping weapons and stuff. Yeah, maybe they could run on a different operating system. Maybe they could run bazaars. So like sort of like an auction house in a way. Like you just lock in your bazaar and it stays open. Like, okay, here's the best thing. What if it just fucking loaded the entire bazaar list? Wouldn't that be fantastic? If I hit bazaar list and it wouldn't take 3 hours? Right? Like if I go to Onigashima, load up bazaar list, it's good to go. Like, yes, hopefully we can get some universality as well. If we can get some of them changed, we get like 10 OC restores, selling clothes, premium gacha, all that stuff would be fantastic. Be able to sell Vanguard scrolls and what have you. That'd be fantastic. Like this is kind of like our wish list in a sense, you know what I mean? Like, if we can get things to load, if we can just get imagine the game with no DCs. Imagine the game where Dew Creek loads. Like, you load that final portal. All the enemies load in half a second. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there'd be so much more. What's up, Kai? And the question, is there a difference between PS4 and PC versions besides controls? Yes, PC is further ahead content-wise than PS4. However, PC's updates only last 2 weeks at a time, whereas PS4's updates are monthly. So that's something else that would be interesting. So if they upgrade them to a similar operating system, and Sony's open to cross-platform, who's to say that they could not make it so that all the Onigiris run together? Like, whenever they get this upgrade. Like, let's say this operating... Well, to be honest, Switch would need, like, 3 operating system upgrades. But, let's say this operating system upgrade happens and it lets PC and PS4 play together. Like, now that there's not, like, 5 different PS4 versions. Like, there's the JP one and the English one. And the PC has the English one and the JP one. And Steam and Switch are already together. They've already worked on this cross-play thing. Like, they've done it. What if tomorrow PS4 and PC, well, not tomorrow, but as of August 23rd, we're all playing together? Because, to be honest, okay, I don't think there would be many players opposed to where we are in the story. Like, we just got, like, our story be fixed if that happened. But I don't think many players would be opposed to us just getting KG, meaning we're pretty much caught up to date power-wise, Kotanoa Mags, KG. We just really need Purgatories, which PC's been getting a lot of Purgatories. We can both work on those together. It's the same content. I don't think many would be opposed to the idea that if PC and PS4 were to merge, that we just jumped right in and they just started like filling the gaps. Like, let's say PC has to go like 6 months or whatever of like redoing some updates for us to catch up. I don't think that'd be that bad. Yeah, it's just a few though. Like, it's not that much, because we've been getting bulk updates. We get multiple stuff. And to be honest, PC keeps getting reduxes. They've been getting a lot of reduxes as of late. 150 Incognito Oda, 150 Autumn Lancelot. Like, in recent memory, I believe PC has gotten Lich Leviathan, and PC has gotten the Pirate Girl. And they have... what the figure that Nyarlathotep and what's his name's weapons? Nyarlathotep and Beelzebub weapons. Those are some things that we haven't got yet, but we do have purgatory, like we have purgatories. Like we've had 2 of them so far, and we have gotten Satan Ignis. So yeah, like things like icicle punishment should just resolve. They should just happen. Yeah, and if we did have a, like if we just started it off on like a gala and like everyone just got a bunch of free shit and a lot of stuff, like if they just do another gala and we just get a whole bunch of stuff that just closes the gap, that's fantastic. Like mag boxes with knowledges and shit in them. Just power creep the fuck it. Like make everyone up to date and then just upgrade, you know? Like, and that's the thing. As long as they can catch us up to a certain point and then just put out more stuff. Like, the biggest problem is that, oh, well, what if my gear I have on PS4 is not up to snuff with the gear of a 135 on PC? Well, that's possible. But in a year's time, we're going to have 136 gear or 137 gear and all that other shit won't matter. We'll have sort of a pseudo redux and we'll all start moving on and evolving together because we're going to be playing together and there's going to be parties and people working together. And yeah, make all the old shit tradable. For sure. Yeah, as the story increases, they should increase the partner levels, for sure. Absolutely. But as I would see, like, if they did do graphics upgrades and stuff, they would do another player outfit upgrade or whatever. The only problem with changing gender is that all your gear is like generally is attuned to one gender, and not only that, but the size of it. Like if you had, now obviously they just have to enable each outfit having 4 different customizations, or 8 if you wanted to just change genders, and then you'd have to see different things and different text and this and that. I would like to see more customization. I mean, we did get the accessory update, which was fucking awesome. Maybe it'll be able to run having equipment sets. What if our game never crashes when we change mags? What if we never crash? What if we never crash? Would that be not enough? Like, what if I can just... Oh, we're gonna go fight Blitz? Okay, I'll change my mags. Oh, we're gonna go fight Palace of Rain? Okay, I'll change my mags. And I never have to worry about anything? I'd do a lot more shit if I didn't have to, like, oh fuck, I have to close down the stream if I want to change my mags. Like, that's a big problem for me. You know? Like... Yeah. I did notice on JP that they had old crystals. They had crystals in like Onigashima that would take you to different dungeons and stuff. Oh yeah? Oh, I crash mags all the time. I crash changing mags all the time. All the time. Oh my god, Hound Dog in the item shop? That's interesting. That's a good take. Yeah, skill tab as well. See, the biggest problem with, like, although I think they did fix it in skill tab, but the biggest problem with, like, opening the bazaars and the skill tab and all this shit is they always have it set to all when you open it. Like, if they just made it so that when you open a big listings or whatever, it was set to either nothing or like food, which you couldn't sell, and then you just clicked on what you wanted, the game would not crash. The problem with the Bazaar listings is that it loads everything when it should just load nothing, and then you choose what you're looking for. That's the biggest problem. Because it tries to show everything at once, instead of having multiple pages. Like other games, like Phantasy Star, you see like 10 things, okay, next page, 10 things, next page. Doesn't crash. Yes, and maybe the game will be, if the game's operating system gets better, maybe they can put us up to like 1,000 inventory space, and the game just is able to handle it. that's another thing. Our inventory space might have been at its limit because of structural operating system limitations. And, you know, the game is reaching, you know, 10 gigabytes, 15 gigabytes, etc., etc. And, you know, it's time for the game to outgrow its old shell and get a new operating system. Yeah. So, like, I think there's a lot to look forward to. And as I mentioned at the beginning, this is hope and security. On the freaking RNG, you already sold your entire inventory to spin for the dragon outfit. I lost 4 fused. Yeah. The RNG would hopefully be better. Yes. Yeah, they really should rework the gacha system. Yeah, hopefully. Like, there's no reason for it to be so negative these days. Like, I'd rather get, like... I would rather get, like, a friggin' Gawain than a blue ball, and I'd still say they're both useless. Like, you know, there's so much stuff that you could get that's good. Like, you get way more stuff that's not good than you do stuff that is good in Onigiri. That's the big shame. Like, when I remember when I first started playing, like, rolling was like, oh, I got a gold, I got a silver, I got a this, I got a that, this. You know? I think when it comes to outfits... Like, for me, they're always secondary when I roll. Like, I'm gonna roll for a Vanguard or whatever. Like, I gotta make sure there's enough in that unit to entertain me. I think that they should have packages. Okay, so you know how, like, when we have some updates where it's like, oh, you can buy this Oda apron, or you can buy this, like, when the Valentine's update, we had an apron for Oda, we had an apron for all the gargoyles, and you were able to buy that outfit, and then it came with a bunch of packages and stuff. Like, it came with tickets and durability tickets and whatever. Like, it came with some extra goodies, like some tickets and stuff. Oh, your friend did? Awesome, Kai. Tell your friend thank you. But, like, imagine, like, with the 4 outfits that usually show up in a new Nian whenever they do decide to add outfits. Imagine they just had a section, oh yeah, 300 OC, you can buy this outfit, and then you get, like, 5 SPs with it. Well, that'd be perfect! Great! Do that! Like, more guarantees, but give guarantees that also entice people to roll. Like, I've been loving that they do the discount, first 5 rolls are discounted. I like that. I think the next thing Onigiri needs would be like a sparking system. Like, you'll see sparking in other mobile games on phone, like Grand Blue Fantasy and Fire Emblem Heroes, where right now in Fire Emblem Heroes, which I play, which I can speak from experience, they have a system where if you summon characters 40 times, after the 40th roll, basically, you get a guaranteed 5-star, basically a guaranteed focus character, a featured character. So, and that roughly translates to about 135 orbs worth of stuff. So, and orbs in that game, basically 130 orbs is equivalent to about 100 some bucks. So in that game, basically $100 gets you 1 free copy of whatever. Like, you roll and then you get that. So in Onigiri, we have the Yorozu tickets, which is a similar system, but they can be used for pretty much everything. As a lot of us learned with KG, like, they're really, really good. However... Oh, Grand Blue's only PS4? My apologies. I thought Grand Blue was a phone game. Anyway, because I know there's a fighting game for Grand Blue, but anyway. The point being that in Onigiri, if you want to get a guaranteed platinum, you have to basically roll $550 to get that Yorozu, which is something that's meant to be accumulated over time to reward dedicated players, right? But a lot of the times, if it's really shitty Neans like we've been getting lately, like 6-person Neans, paying right in the Nean, you know, it was like the only answer. So if they did something like I would rather, instead of onigiri, like, I think onigiri needs to do away with the eyes and shit when you roll. Like, if you're gonna roll, you just roll. I think you should be able to just do something like you can do 50 rolls right now in a row and you're guaranteed at least a platinum. I don't even know how much money that is. Like 50 rolls would be 10 rolls. That's probably a lot. But let's just say, for example, you did 10 rolls in a row. So I'm going to quickly do the math on that. Oh god, this is horrible. This is horrible. No, it's not. 16 times 10. So basically, if you had the option, let's just say you had the option to roll $100 worth. Or they give you a deal, you roll $100 and it's worth that, whatever. 1000 OC, basically. If you just roll 1000 OC, it does all your summons and you get a guaranteed platinum. That'd be wild. It'd be 160 aiming for, but this is just, you know, this isn't perfect numbers. I'm just saying as an example, like imagine, like there should be like a pity system, like the more you roll, the better your chances are. Then when you get a platinum, it resets. That's what it's like in Fire Emblem anyways. Anyway, so it would be better. It would be a lot better to see better gacha options. That's all I'm saying. Like something like, oh, if you roll 1000 OC, you're guaranteed a platinum plus everything else you get. And that way, Cyberstep guarantees 1000 OC from the player to them. You're guaranteed a platinum plus everything else you get. So, and if they set it up so that they guarantee you 1 platinum, but in reality you get like 2 or 3, people will do that. If you get 4 platinums doing a system like that every single time, fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, so this info comes from the Cyberstep page. They're doing an operating system upgrade. That's case in point. Everything else I'm saying is mostly things I'd like to see, things that should be better. So, once again, just to reiterate, the game should run smoother, the game shouldn't lag, the game should be able to process all your moves going off, you shouldn't be able to roll through walls, there shouldn't be all these glitches, you shouldn't be able to glitch stalls, you shouldn't be able to duplicate things, you shouldn't be able to, like, you know, there should be a lot of glitch fixing, but the game should be able to process more. They could make it so the game could run 10-person parties for all I care. You know, the game could make it so dungeons run. You're not waiting 5 seconds for a portal to open, and sometimes it feels like forever. You know, loading screens should be non-existent, like if it's just dealing with what we have now. You should be able to see a boss's movements fluidly. It shouldn't skip, it shouldn't lag, it shouldn't just, oh fuck, and then you just die. Like, Dark Finn is an embarrassment. Dark Finn should run perfectly. He should not teleport to underneath the stage. The game shouldn't start glitching the shit out because of all the water running. Like, Dark Finn was literally the limit of what they could do, and it's not enough. Yeah, like, they could. In the future, like, they could do something like that. And not to mention, a lot of other games, like, namely Phantasy Star Online, they're doing a big change to their game. They're doing a, like, Phantasy Star Online, like, 2.2 or whatever. I don't remember what it's called, but they're, like, changing everything. You know, like, they're upgrading everything. Yes, and you know, if you whisper someone when they're going through a portal and they're not logged in and they're still not logged in, that means you DC'd them. That should go away. That should go away, and hopefully we'll be able to stay in party chat like we could in 2015. Yeah, Maybe we'll all be able to fight like remember fighting like the chocolate bosses and DCing right 2 seconds before they died? Hopefully that stuff's all gone and the game can just process everything. You know, if everything, like, imagine it, Onigiri but it works. Like Onigiri but everything loads, you don't crash, you don't DC, you don't lose energy, everything works. If you got hit by something, it's your fault. It's not because you walked 2 seconds and the game fucking killed you because it lagged. Like that's the main thing, you know. You make Onigiri, you upgrade it, make everything work. And the best thing is they're investing into the game. The game's going to be around for years to come so long as we continue to play it and show it the love we always have. You know? And yeah, I would love to see new field bosses. New fields. Imagine what a new area would look like on a new operating system. Like, that'd be amazing. Yeah, there's a huge problem with Ryu as well. Yes, that's true for anything. You know, you could give someone a cold glass of water and they'll say it's shit. Doesn't matter, man. Like, it's the most vanilla thing ever. Yes, rework experience dungeon, yeah. Yep. That means double drop would go away, guys. They're making sure double drop's gone before they put that EXP dungeon in. I guarantee you what. Yeah. Like, there should have been, I think there should have been a giant gray, like, literally Jiren, just 20 feet tall in the moon. Like, that would be awesome. I thought, and he should just drop fuse mags and shit. Like, and hopefully drops don't fall through the floor, things load, you know, all those little tiny things that add up and make Onigiri what it is. And to be honest, I hope that we see, like how I want it to play out is the operating system comes, everything just works. And then 1 month we get an update where we go back to, let's say, Sekigahara. And they could plot relevant this stuff. Like, they could make the Goko come in and say, oh yes, we're going to upgrade reality. And they go to like different eras and different areas, and it's like, oh, you went to Kumaso and the whole area's redone, it's all new, it's all better. And it's the same old dungeons, but they're just revamped and better, and they do it progressively, and there's like a new update in every area. That'd be the best way to do it. If using this new operating system, we can revisit all the old areas and they're just better, revamped, re-beautiful, like everything is just good. That's fantastic. And then once that's all done or whatever, we get new areas to go and explore as well. Fantastic. Amazing. Just do everything gradually over time. And holy moly. Yeah. I remember 130 used to cost about $300, $400. Mephi update is my #1 requested update. That's a perfect way to yes, a new Mephi with a poison would be awesome. I mean, yeah, I've always wanted to see a system where you could trade X amount of monster cards from that monster and get one of their drops. I think that'd be a great use for monster cards. I think it'd be amazing. Oh, right on, Darkling. Yeah, Tanking's a real cool guy. Yes, everyone wants the monster cards to do something. Like, there should be a monster card exchange shop. Okay, that's actually poggers. Okay, I never say that word, but that would actually be amazing. So imagine they introduce a new Vanguard, a new imagine they add some new characters, some new NPC, and they're like a bounty hunter. Like, okay, so there's a bounty hunter and they have a monster card exchange shop, and basically it's like, all right, well, this month, or it's maybe this week or whatever, I need you to bring me like 20 of Kaguya's monster cards. And if you do, I'll give you a Lunar Spirit Seal. Or like, oh, I need you to bring me this many monster cards of this monster, and you can get this. You can get a fused mag. You can get old recipes that didn't really exist. You know, like, wouldn't that be awesome if they had like a monster card bounty hunter, and it was your job to bring in monster cards? Like, oh, I need you to like exterminate like 1,000 motherfucking Darumas. That'd be amazing. Yeah, yeah, sigils and yeah, like that would be such a good system, a monster card, because you know, and they could do individual player goals, and then they could do server goals. So like imagine if they started doing events like, oh, you know, there's a huge infestation of like Nepapu. We need the whole community to exterminate them. And it's just like everyone's going to Dew Creek or whatever. And they're just running Dew Creek and killing Nepapus and farming, and everyone's just working together, and we're just clearing dungeons and shit. And it's like, oh, if you guys kill 1,000,000 Nepapu this week, everyone's gonna get this or that or whatever. Yeah, the game has nothing but potential because it's fun, things work, it's a great game. It just needs a better operating system. It just needs to be able to support the dreams. The game can only be as, like, you know, you can only put so much water into a cup so long as there is room in that cup. And right now our cup is pretty full. You know, like, for example, when Minecraft on PS3 and Xbox went from PS4 to Xbox One, the worlds in Minecraft exploded in how big they could be on a new operating system. You know, like, imagine what it could do for Onigiri. Yes, 20-foot Jiren goes up and blows up the moon. Yeah, I know, no fever kind of sucks. Hopefully we get fever with this operating system. To be honest, they should do a thing, like, they should rework how login works. Like, they've been constantly adding, like, skills level up faster and Vanguards fill up quicker and things like that to the login. So imagine what would happen if, like, let's say you log in for, like, an entire month and they give you, like, a ticket that says, here is a fever ticket for 1 day. It's 100% fever. You can use it any one day you want, and it lasts 25 hours. Here you go. Like, fever is basically a boost that everyone gets. A server-wide boost that stacks with extra your own boosts. So let's say there's 100% fever, and you're running horses, which have 100% dungeon boost, and then you use a 400% drop boost. You're looking at 600% drop boost. Like, it's cumulative and experience as well. Like, you could have fever for like 100% experience gain, everything, 100% fever or experience, Ryu, and it drops. The only problem with fever is that you get too many drops. But imagine you running Dew Creek for experience and the drops don't fucking lag you. Holy shit, man. Holy shit, man. You know, I like PlayStation rewards just because we have them. I'm not going to look at a gift horse in the mouth because you're going to have PlayStation Plus anyway. If you're playing on PlayStation, it doesn't matter. Like, you're going to have PlayStation Plus regardless. If you don't and you only play Onigiri and that's all you play, you're dedicated on your own. But I feel the fact that it's just an extra bonus to get 3 full restores, that's fine. You know, I don't think anybody's going to say, I'm not buying PlayStation Plus because I don't want to get these shitty rewards. Like, I don't think anyone's going to say, well, I'm not going to get PlayStation Plus this year because I only get, like, 3 restores. Like, you're going to use it for everything else in all the free games. You know? Yeah, Leviathan Weapon should come later. A Battle Pass, you know? Battle Pass would be interesting. I think the Bounty Hunter and NPC would be super, super awesome. Yeah, like there is a Leviathan weapons to come, yeah. It is a thing. Like, you fight her in the area where, in her little event dungeon with all the waterfalls, and it's a big water lake kind of thing. And rocks and shit. Yes, get a free Vanguard scroll at level 100. You know, if they rewarded levels more, like, oh yeah, achievement, level 132, here's a scrap. Okay, there you go. That's all we need. That's all we need, guys. If they add some more achievements for levels, like let's say you're a dedicated player and you're level, like let's say every 10 levels, or I don't know, every milestone you get like a scrap. Oh my god. Like every level you go beyond, like let's just say every level beyond like 120, you get a Vanguard scrap, a mount scrap, an assist scrap, and it just alternates. That'd be such a good reward. That'd be so nice. You just get a bunch of scraps for playing, and since we're legacy players, we just get, here, everyone gets 15 scraps. Fuck, that's all we need for Gala. Give everyone 15 of every scrap. I'm happy. You gave me 3 Vanguard scrolls. I'm a happy camper. That's fantastic. Give everyone a scrap. Like a complete Articles of Awakening, 1 of each type. I'm down. That's all we need. Yeah, so Vanguard should be like, to be honest, every month they should put up, like every update, they should put up 1 Vanguard scroll in the shopping plaza, like 300 OC, get a Miyamoto scroll, get a KG, get a whatever. They should do that every month. Put up 1 scroll you can buy, guaranteed. Yeah, Zunko was nice. Personally, I've always felt that you should get 1 scroll of every character for free as a sort of like a sample thing. But then they ended up doing that sample dungeon test thingy, which, you know, it does its own justice. But I think, yeah, getting 1 scroll of everything would be right nice. For sure. Yeah, exactly. Like, there's so much potential, so much hope. And I'm really, really excited you guys are being so, like, positive in this conversation. Like, we've had very little to no negativity in this entire chat. And that's what I like to see coming home from work. You know? In light of such amazing news. Like, we haven't had any Debbie Downers, any fuck Onigiri guys. Like, everyone's been really positive. Yes, I thought about that all the time. Like, I would love to have an interview with Cyberstep. You get hardened carapace from selling your soul to Gaiso Worm in Mountain of Thorns. So basically, Mountain of Thorns, hell, you need a drop boost for that shit. Hey, Jordan, how you doing, man? Hello. Yeah, I think that would be awesome. I would love, like, if you unlock a Vanguard, you should be able to go on quests with them and use them. And yeah, you could get like weapon skins, like a Vanguard weapon skin. That'd be awesome. Like, you should be able to get like a visual accessory for having them, like just something that looks fucking cool. Like, imagine having like Miyamoto's floating scabbard or something, because you couldn't get Yamato. Maybe a Yamato replica or something. But like, sort of like how with Leviathan we got those ear pierces and the wings and all that stuff was super awesome. Like, stuff like that should just be given to you for having the character, going on a side quest with them, killing so many enemies using them or whatever, and you just get like parts of their outfit to add to your character. Like, that would be an awesome system. Like, for example, let's just look at some characters and see what we could get from them. Like, Venus, you probably couldn't get anything for your character, but imagine getting like the weapon skin. Like, that could work. Weapon skin for Venus. Siegfried, you'd get a weapon skin. There's nothing. Maybe you get his coat, or maybe his hairstyle. Vanguard hairstyles would be awesome. Valkyrie, you could get her shield. You'd probably end up getting Valkyrie's little wings back here, or maybe her headpiece. Like, that's something you could get. Azura, you could probably get the ring behind him. Like, that'd be awesome. Kieran, maybe you could get Kieran's horns, or maybe the little fire accessories. Like, just something to show beyond having, something beyond having the accessories. Like, just to have little clothing things. Like, that'd be super awesome. Like things, mementos in a way. Yeah, they should have, There should be a way to do emotes, but even if it was just like you opened a tab and you were able to use it, that'd be awesome. Like Miyamoto, yeah, you could get like her floating scabbard or a replica Yamato. Dark Miyamoto, like same thing, it would just be purple. Little Musashi. Yeah, I might use, I don't know. Get whatever you want. I'm just trying to look at characters and see what you could take from them. Like, you could get Sasaki Kojo's backsword, although we already have that, which is good. But there's so much stuff that they could do, which would be right nice. Like, imagine getting, like, Sasuke's back shuriken. Like, that'd be sick. Because we already got Sasuke's back thingamabob. Buoy. And they added that as a mount, the little floating water thing on PC, on JP. That's fucking cool. Himiko, you could get like the floating little accessories she has. I would love that little mirror thing. That thing's awesome. Kentoki, you could get her little back braids, rope, whatever. The idol outfit, sure, get that. Genai, you'd probably get an axe skin or maybe her headband. Yeah, old stuff would be super, super cool. Like, there should be a lot more stuff to give us old things. Like, that should be around a lot more. Izuna, we could get, like, these little accessories or her ears or her triple tails or whatever. Genai's roller skates. That's really cool. Oh, yeah, a little outfit. Shooting would probably be a weapon skin, or maybe you can use his horns. You can get, if you can get Oda's coat, I'd be so down. Who would be down? No, you can't bring back the bat headpiece. It can't come back. Like, imagine getting Oda's coat. That would be the sexiest thing. Like, I would love for us to get Oda's coat. That'd be amazing as an accessory. Incognito Oda, what does she have? Oh, whatever. You can get her purse. I don't know. Hideyoshi, she has a lot of outfits. What the heck? Oh, wow, that's a nice outfit. I like that outfit. I don't know what you could get from Hideyoshi. A lot of these characters are very feminine. Like, there's not much stuff for men to get. Weapon skin. Yes, that'd be sick. Katsui, you could get her armor and stuff. Like, that'd be awesome. Lancelot. Give me the floating swords. Or maybe the gun. That'd be fine. Autumn Lancelot. You can get her beret or something. I don't know. Gawain. Oh man, I have a lot of Gawains. Oh, Gawain's cape. Gawain actually looks fucking awesome. Tristan, we could get this hat. I don't care anything about Tristan. Oh yeah, this similar is nice. But give me Tristan's witch hat. That's all I want. I love Tristan's fucking hat. I love that hat. Give me that hat. Sanzo, we could get her little paper scroll thingy. Ho-Oh, we can get her tits. No, we can get the fire wings on our back. That'd be fucking awesome. Amana Jaku, we can get him the fuck out of this game. I don't know what he could possibly give us besides a disease, but I don't know. Same thing, idol outfit, be gone. 6, you can't edit 6's outfit. It doesn't work. You can't do it. That's weird. Maid Shizuka. We already have maid outfits. I mean, it's Shizuka. What else do you want? Butler Moroku, same thing. What? He's a trap. That has nothing to do with what you're talking about. Anyway. Toshi. We already have her spear as a skin, which I have to get. Which is awesome. Maybe get like the shoulder pads, Inuchio stuff. Whoa, that'd be wild. You can't change Maida Cage's outfit. This is bullshit. Jocko carried you? Right on. Ono Kamashi, what does she have? Oh yeah, she has that. We can get her guitar. Sure, get her a guitar accessory. Genbu, we already got Genbu's staff. Yeah, we already got Genbu's staff. I guess we can get Genbu's little hat. I don't know. Luna Stage, you can't look at her outfit. Ivis, you can't look at her outfit. This is bullshit. Wow. Anyway, like, that would be super awesome. Like, yeah, the turtle mount. Yeah, that'd be fun. But yeah, like, you guys get what I'm saying. Like, this opens up the possibilities for so much more. So much room for growth. At the bare minimum, what we can expect is the game will work. There won't be slowdown. The game will load. You know, I don't have Kenshin, no. I don't. I don't have Kenshin. If we just had a kind of a rundown on my Vanguards, I have a Spring Dawn Kenshin. I do. I never turned one in yet. I should have. I think that's the only thing I didn't actually have awakened. Or activated. Yeah, everything else is activated. I don't believe in having all the Vanguards by all means, no. I think Kenshin's awesome, but she was in a 4-person unit and I thought that was garbage. So yeah, like, this is the opportunity of Onigiri's lifetime. If everything loads, you don't have to go to channel 2, you don't have to go to channel 3, you don't have to worry about fucking cancer lag all the time, you don't have to worry about crashing, you don't have to worry about this and that and this and that. If everything just works and everything just gets better, that's fantastic. And I think it really means at least another 3 more years of Onigiri. For those who were worried that we were at death's door, this means more. More. And I think that's the most important part. So, with that said, guys, you have been a great audience. I'm really glad so many people. We had 32 people come out to this. I'm really happy to see all you guys here, and I'm able to, you know, share ideas and just this experience with you guys. And I wanted to let you guys know, that there is hope. So Carlos, the TLDR is we're getting an operating system upgrade. What that means for PS4 is that the game's going to run a lot better. You shouldn't, like, it should run a billion times better. There shouldn't be lagging. There shouldn't be DCs. There shouldn't be persistent frame rate drops. The game should run a lot better. Because it's, and basically whatever PC gets the week before we get it, we're going to know what we're going to get. And whatever PC gets, I guarantee ours will be twice as good because that's how far behind our game runs compared to PC. So whatever they notice for upgrades, we're going to get double fold. It's going to feel like a whole new game. And that's a whole lot of hope. I really, really hope I don't, you know, hype this up just for it to be like shit. You know? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I hope it stays like that. Yeah, thanks, Darkland. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad I'm doing more and more content these days, even though most days it's just, you know, I get up, I go to work, I come home, and I play, and I stream what I play, and today it was more of an update kind of video, like a talking about stuff thing. My throat's pretty dry, but I want to let you guys know that, this stream is about as long as the presidential debates for today. An hour and a half. I just noticed that. Anyway, because they're happening when I was working. But anyway, guys, yeah. You've been a great audience. I enjoyed sharing this experience with you. You know, tell your friends. Let them know that, you know, mid-October, things are going to get better. they're gonna get better. They can't make it worse, right, guys? Repeat after me. They cannot make it worse. And that's beautiful. Oh my goodness. So, I hope Jack Atlas comes back. Fuck yeah, we need him. That's right. They cannot make it worse. It can only get better. They cannot make it worse. That's our slogan. Yeah, the locking counter not working, it may be a part of it. It may be a part of it. Absolutely. It may be something to do with syncing and overhauls and all that stuff. It could have been a key indicator. It could have been a very key sign of things yet to come. Oh yeah? Damn. Alright, so I'm super thirsty. I need to drink a lot of water. But this is where I'm going to end the stream for tonight, guys. I'm just going to do my energy runs in private and I'll just go to bed. But you guys have been a great audience. You guys have been so positive and suggestive and, you know, such an awesome group. And I hope it continues to go that way and just stronger as the years come, my boys. As the years come. So I'll see y'all later. Have a good night. You know, make sure you rest, relax, have fun. And yeah. I'll see you all next time. It's actually so hot right now in Canada. It's like 27 degrees. Oh my god, it's fucking October. Alrighty. See you guys. And tell your friends. Things are gonna get better. It can't get worse. That's our campaign slogan. It can't get worse. 3 weeks later, it got worse. Oh, how do I shut off a stream?